Welcome to the Texas South Plains Honor Flight Telethon, brought to you by Plains Capital Bank.
And for one final time, we are joining you for the South Plains Honor Flight Telethon. Please give us a call now, 855-367-6430. You can also text HONOR1 to 53555 to make this trip of a lifetime possible for these veterans who go on their honor flight. A trip to Washington, D.C., 3 days, 2 nights in a great hotel. We have a chartered flight. It all costs money, and we hope you will support our veterans and send them on that trip. We are joined by Barry Ballinger and David Quintanilla with Plains Capital Bank. Of course, we couldn't do it without you guys having this telethon possible, our coverage of the honor flight each year, and you've been a great supporter of the honor flight for many years. So David, why do you guys do that?
Well, thank you first of all for allowing us to be part of this. You know, it's a great honor to be the title sponsor for this event, you know, to pay for some of the expenses for our veterans to travel to Washington, D.C., to see the monuments, the museums, and memorials built in their honor for their service and sacrifice means a lot to us at Plains Capital Bank. You know, we've been in this community for 35 years, not only in Lubbock, but across the state of Texas, and being involved in the community is very, very important to us, and this is a cause that's extremely important to us as well.
And we're so grateful that you continue to do this year after year, not only with the telethon, but also sponsoring the golf tournament each year. That's a huge fundraiser for the honor flight. And Barry, of course, we see you year after year here on our telethon as well. So you were mentioning that it's really important to Plains Capital to give back to our veterans.
It is. It's important for us as a business to be able to give back to the communities in which we do business, and we feel especially strong about the honor flight. We have been a longtime supporter, and we just consider it a privilege to be a part of this telethon one more time and to help raise money for such a good cause.
And we hope you will continue to be with us as well. So again, please give us a call. In the meantime, I do want to introduce you to Andrew Winiger. He's a World War II veteran who went on the South Plains Honor Flight, the first flight back in 2012. After that, he dedicated much of his time to help the Honor Flight organization, and that continues now as he asked for your support.
I think it's probably one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. My last flight.
And at age 99, Andrew Winiger has had a lot of experiences to compare the honor flight to.
But I had a total of 430 hours as a radio and bombardier in the TVF.
Including his time in the Navy during World War II. It was in 2012 when the honor flight took him to the World War II Memorial.
Even being there, it was hard to grasp it. It was nostalgic because the marching and that type of thing.
An experience that brought back memories of war.
We were hit almost immediately. I was flying with a Marine captain by the name of Gatlin.
And it was also time to reflect.
You can't help but remember the people you were with. I still remember all those guys all the time, particularly the ones that didn't make it. This time of year, they all come back to you.
But those are reflections the honor flight allows veterans to share amongst each other.
But I had a very interesting roommate. His nickname was Bunk, last name was Solomon, and he was a prisoner, had been a prisoner of war. He was captured during the Battle of the Bulge.
Their stories and experiences that fewer and fewer are able to share.
Losing people now at a faster rate than we lost them in combat.
That's why this World War II veteran hopes you continue to support the South Plains Honor Flight.
Looking around the country at other places, I don't see any place that has had this where I see the generosity that I see in our area.
It's what makes the honor flight possible, a trip of a lifetime.
An experience that you'll remember for the rest of your life.
And we want to give that experience to so many more veterans like Mr. Winiger and our World War II veterans, our Korean War veterans, our Vietnam War veterans, and every veteran that gets to go on this incredible trip. Thank you for making these phones ring. We're going to be with you through the end of the newscast. Right now, I do want to give you an update, though. We have about $36,000 in donations just today from you guys calling in, texting, and donating online. Thank you so much to everyone who has called to donate. You still can. We're going to join you at the end of the newscast ask for that final total. Let's round it up to 40,000. That would be incredible. We've already gone past our total last year, so thank you to everyone who's donated. 855-367-6430. You can also text HONOR1 to 53555. Again, this is all expenses paid for these veterans that go on this trip, so please make it possible. In the meantime, let's go to Shania for a check of the weather.